Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've last posted anything poetic or otherwise. It's been a really mixed bag in our household over the last couple of weeks. We have those up days, we have those down days. I think that's pretty much the mirrored experience of everyone. But I just wanted to share a brief thought with you regarding that and something that Gwilym said to me the other day when we were out for a walk. I was doing what I normally do, being immensely British and complaining about the weather. And I simply said, oh, it's so hot, isn't it? You just can't cope. One day it's raining, next day it's hot. We don't know where we're at. And Gwilym did his thinking face and just turned to me and said, Daddy, that's because Jesus wants us to be hot, but he also wants water for the plants to grow. That's why it rains as well. And it was just a beautiful expression in his simple thinking about the way in which God provides balance in season, the way in which God cares for us and provides for our every need, and the way in which actually we are immensely ungrateful for all that we receive day after day. And as I received that rebuke from Gwilym, as I received that challenge that I'm called to childlike faith and to trust, I also was reminded of verses from Ecclesiastes, that famous chapter, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, a time for everything. It starts with that statement, doesn't it? There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. But after that long list, in verse 11, it says this: God has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. It's so tough to make any sense of what this season might be teaching us. I know for me, in terms of ministry moving forward with delayed house moves and trying to process what church is going to look like after all of this and when things are going to change, it's difficult to see any positives in the season at times. And yet my reminder from Gwilym is to trust that God is doing something purposeful in every season that we find ourselves in. God is teaching us something in the good times and in the bad times. So my prayer for us all is that we learn to appreciate each season that we find ourselves in, that we learn to find the positives and we learn to trust God, even though so often what he is doing and what he's teaching us is beyond our understanding. One day we will know, and one day we will look back and give thanks to God for all this time that we've had with our families, for the things that he's taught us and for the ways in which he's shaped us. So whether the sun's shining or whether it's pouring with rain, let's give thanks to God for his purposes that are wonderful and good. Amen.